When I wake up in the morning, gotta keep some cuts from forming, and I gotta get to Twilight School by noon. And I've got less than an hour, it'll take all of my power, but I know that I can make it with my sonic rain boom. It's alright, 'cause I'm safe by my friends. There's a changeling on the ceiling and a griffin with big feelings. All these students and I don't know what to do, but they don't even need a ruler, 'cause I'm 20% cooler, teaching what my students need to know in friendship school. It's alright, 'cause I'm safe by my. It's alright, 'cause I'm safe by my. It's alright, 'cause I'm safe by my friends.
All new season starts Saturday, March 24th at 11:30 a.m. only on Discovery Family.
Everybody, welcome to the Brony Show. We are at episode 296. Is this number right? Is this number right?
Yeah, it's right.
We're at 200.
295.
We're at 296.
Don't ask me.
So we're literally we're 4 away from 300. No, not we're doing the fourth right now. We're 3 away from 300, and I have no idea what I'm doing here. I really don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know. What am I doing here? What's going on? Who are these awesome people that are listening to us? Yes, hello. Welcome to the Brony Show, episode 296 apparently. And I am your host, as always, Circuit Main, here to bring you the fun and frivolity of the Brony community for this week. Of course, I'm not here alone. We have a wonderful panel of crazy characters here to discuss all things of the Brony community, especially the new Season 8 that has just premiered. Of course, we're going to start off with the most vocal of them all, Toakoi.
Hello, I'm very vocal because I'm extremely happy.
As well he is. We also have joining us Death Light Productions.
Hey, how's it going? Still as tired as always.
And we also have joining us from the Otaku Ascended, the man with the anime, your source for Season 8 new episodes. We, of course, have Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
Right up your ass.
And, of course, we're all piled here together in Brony Show Studios to do what we do best. Run off on random tangents while only spending maybe about 5 minutes on an actual discussion topic for 2 hours.
Yep.
And we call that a podcast.
Yep.
I would definitely say we're a variety show, if anything.
Yeah, well, we try to keep to at least a general discussion here. And, of course, the discussion for this week will be all about Season 8. I have episodes 1 and 2 hooked up on our sync tube, ready to go at a moment's notice, and we will be playing them. Of course, there may be a little bit of croppage. This is, of course, due to the fact that eventually this podcast will see its way onto YouTube, and YouTube does tend to frown upon anything that uses any little bit of content from any other created resources, which I can understand people's concerns. At the same time, they were kind of ass jackets about it, but that's neither here nor there.
Remember doing Season 1 to Season 2 where you could watch the entire series on YouTube and not have to worry about any outside sources?
No.
No.
Not really.
The entire first season?
Nope. Nope, 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 no, 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 no. Yes. No, wait, no, no.
I was about to say the first season. Let me think here. Back when I first joined, the reason I saw the first 10 episodes was because we had a torrent file of the episodes.
And technically, I wasn't exactly sure on the YouTube because I downloaded all the episodes one by one and watched them on VLC on a random repeat. Man,
Yeah.
I just suddenly got the nostalgia feels from that.
Dude, think about it. How long has it been since you torrented something?
Oh gods. Actually, I think it was. I'm not gonna lie. I actually tried torrenting about 3 days ago. But that was because I was trying to get some episodes of Jakku.
Of what? Sorry.
Jakku.
Jakku.
Denkensetsu Setai Jakku. Or basically
Oh!
the second Sentai to ever exist.
Oh, okay.
Ack! Yeah, I know what you mean now.
Yeah, Jack. Yeah. Yeah, I tried to
They
torrent
have
it. It didn't quite work out too well, but I got the episodes regardless, or at least what has been dubbed. Apparently it's such an obscure and oddball one that there's only been 6 episodes of it ever English dubbed, and by fans, no less. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
the subs are where you want to go with Sentai simply because
Well, not
the
subs,
older the
not dubs, subs. I mean subs. There's only been 6 subbed. There's no dubs. Of course, there's no dubs. What am I talking about?
reason for that is one, there's always a new Sentai season, so they try and stay on top of that,
No.
and 2, don't get much views outside of Japan.
I know. It's just my personal gripe, but in all honesty, other than that, and also downloading the entirety of Karaoke is Magic, as well as a few Dancing is Magic. Apparently, those are still torrented. I don't use that all that much, at least not for things that I shouldn't be. Right. Okay, so let's.
Well,
Anyway,
I mean,
yeah.
for us anime fans, that for a good long time, that was pretty much the way you saw new anime.
Oh no, yeah, definitely. I remember
mean,
that
That
time.
or the old school VHS tapes that somehow you get at a video rental store that are subbed.
No, you
And
forget.
if
You forget. There's one source. There was one source. There's also the dark web, or sites that aren't exactly Google search friendly that are you can find, but they take a little bit of work. And unfortunately, they're also set up by somebody who has barely any knowledge of how to set it up. All the recordings are in 144p and horribly pixelated. And I watched the entirety of Tenchi Muyo, Tenchi Universe, Tenchi in Tokyo, all of that through that.
I was too obsessed with Bionicle before YouTube became a thing, and by the time I was out of it, YouTube was a thing, and you could find a lot of stuff there.
Who saw that one coming?
No, my MO.
Right. Anyway, obviously we are a little off track here, so let's go ahead and steer ourselves right into the curb once again. And of course, we're here to talk about the Brony community and season 8 and how excited we are. Now, I'm gonna jump right in ahead and remind everybody of our spoiler rules for this, as we now have another 24 episodes left to come to show. To be put into production, to be shown throughout the masses, etc., so on and so forth. For those of you who want to talk about it, please keep discussions of the new episodes into specifically designated spoiler chats. Whether you're in the Brony Show Discord or any other chatting community or messaging community of some sort, 9 times out of 10 they do have very special spaces for spoilers. So please make sure to keep them in the area. With the Brony Show itself, our spoilers, we have our spoiler windows and walls up for the entire show, including any other shows that are going on for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday until the podcast itself starts. So right now, Season 8, Episodes 1 and 2 only are now considered spoiler-free. You can go ahead and talk about them. However, it would be a good idea to hold off on too much discussion until the actual episode. But fair warning, anything involving animatics, anything that we do know of that is coming out in the season, any synopsis, anything at all out there in regards to other episodes other than 1 and 2, off limits. And anything that does have to be discussed, we will put up the spoiler tag on the show itself, so you will be warned. Now that that has got everybody settled, let's go ahead and warm up our vocal cords with a little bit of What's Up, Brony. So what's up, Bronies?
Washer got clogged, so I got a towel. I got the tube that normally feeds the water out, and had to blow into it until I unclogged it.
All right. By the way, those of you watching are in our IRC, apparently there was a net split that just hit. So you may have to reload in order to actually get back with everybody here. I'll probably be doing the same myself.
Well, I don't know. I'm seeing the chat normally.
Yeah, I am too, but it might be that it actually split up everybody from in the chat, so some people might be not seeing everybody's chat, as it were. In fact, in all honesty, you might be better off just reloading the chat, if possible.
Well, it just showed you joined.
Okay, then I guess you're good there.
But,
Okay, so...
let me see for myself. Trying to think of something noteworthy. Only thing I can think of is that I'm trying again to go back to shaving with regular razors.
Yeah, I
guess that's
heard you
something.
mentioned the Dollar Shave Club of Saturday.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of Dollar Shave Clubs actually.
Yeah, I mean,
good stuff.
I decided to try it because it was a $5 trial for the box. It's a good razor. I've already pretty much told them that in the next box I'm gonna have them send me the step down from it because I don't really need a 5-bladed razor.
Yeah, I think that's if you want to shave so closely that you take off an entire layer of skin.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Also, I also pretty much placed an order for some of their like aftershave stuff because I think it might help with. I don't know what it is. Whether I shave with a regular razor or my freaking electric one, I still get the damn red bumps on my neck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I shaved as well today. I haven't shaved in about a month. So I actually have a somewhat bad face with a little bit of stubble.
I'm just lazy as hell about it. I just grab an electric razor and anytime that the forest becomes a little bit overcrowded.
I do the same.
I should do more than just that though. I really do need to do a little bit more to upkeep my appearance. It make me a little more sexy. In any case, obviously we're kind of dawdling here, so I'm
not sponsored, by the way.
Yeah. Anybody else have any quick What's Up, Brony?
Unless they want to give me money.
Yeah. Well,
what was
we will take anything.
It's like
wow.
Oh God, what was it? Was it I'm trying to think. Where I saw it. But it was this thing where this guy sitting there with like a drink. Oh wait, it was some talk show with the guy with like a mug. He's like, oh, what are you drinking there? I don't know. Could be a tea. Could be a RC cola. Depends on who wants to give me money.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, anyways, for me, I'm right now getting all set up and prepared for repainting the guy's El Camino, so that's being taken care of. I'm also redoing the fenders on my truck. I completely disassembled the front clip of my truck over the week, and I did, as well as narrate 25 chapters for one story, 3 on another, 4 on another one, and 2 on a different one.
All right. Well,
I've been busy.
Well, I got a little bit of good news on both. It's kind of a combination personal front and show front. Literally the last 15 minutes before we started on the podcast, I said I bought my passes for High Roller PonyCon and Everfree Northwest, and also did a hotel reservation for High Roller. So I'm officially 100% set up for 3 out of 5 pony conventions. Because another big surprise. Some of you know Crystal Mountain.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah, I didn't
The
know
one
they're
that
going
you
on.
had the somewhat horrible arcade time with?
yeah, that one. But yeah, Crystal Mountain PonyCon. We didn't know if it was going to be coming back. In all honesty, they were really silent for quite a number of months. And then last week, we suddenly got a big surprise announcement over Facebook that, yeah, they apparently have finally got announced a date, time, and everything. Granted, there is a few weird problems with it this time, though. They apparently have it a week before the Salt Lake Comic Con.
I'm sure that's gonna work out well.
Well, it'd be worse if it
Oh,
was the week of, but yeah, the week before that's probably gonna hurt things a little bit.
also, here's the other thing: the sweat and bullets in that promo.
It's because it was just a sudden announcement thing. Everybody was just waiting, wondering what in the world was going on. Is it still happening? Is it not happening anymore? Because a lot of Brony conventions have been closing down here and there, and they've been having their last years. We didn't hear anything about Crystal Mountain having a last year, so the fact that it would shut down out of nowhere would not exactly be surprising, but it would be unexpected at the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Considering-
everybody was on pin needles about it, and that there's just a sudden, okay, yeah, we got something here. Here we go. Here's what's going on.
Here we are.
Yeah.
It kind of
Yeah.
reminds me to finding out about Candlelight KC and within being a vendor there. I'm like, okay.
Yep. So at the moment, I am going to be making plans to go to this one as well. I do have plans to also hit the Salt Lake Comic Con because I'm in Salt Lake. It's a huge Comic Con. Why the hell not? But yeah. So I'm set up for several different conventions. BronyCon, I've pretty much been set up. I'm just waiting to see if I can try to get press passes again this year, and also waiting until a good time to buy my plane ticket as I usually do. So BronyCon definitely is a must. I just haven't cemented things yet, but I already have the hotel, so it's pretty much a go for. We're going for it.
Yeah.
So
I'm definitely going to High Roller, so.
Oh, so I will be seeing you at High Roller.
It seems like we all had a bad experience last year at Crystal Mountain, though. Because
Crystal Mountain had some issues, but hopefully they've worked some things out. I know they've had some staff rearrangement.
Because last year I was supposed to be running like 3 panels, and I never got any announcement like in the Google or anything. So I arrived and finally got a piece of paper telling me the schedule. In 30 minutes, I finally look. I'm like, oh, in 10 minutes I'm supposed to go run this panel. Okay.
Oh boy. I'm definitely hitting up both. I am excited for High Roller though. It's be the first time I go to Vegas. Got a nice little hotel for a few days. I'm gonna I promise everybody I am not going to bet the farm on some slots. I'm not that crazy. No, I'm betting the farm on the blackjack tables. That's where the money is.
Remember, if you win your first round, just walk away.
Yeah. But in any case, other than that, there's really not much to talk about. Of course, I got BabsCon. The first one is coming. There's going to be at the end of this week. I'm excited for that. So we will be talking about what's going on, what happened at BabsCon next week, obviously, and I'm excited. I'm really excited. However, we're jumping a little bit into this. Anybody else have any other What's Up Brony here before we actually get into some notes or what we have for notes?
Go on to news.
We will go into news. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and jump into this right off the bat. And admittedly, I wanted to have a little bit more of a roundtable chat room Discord discussion with this before I started throwing this out. But time is not on my side, as I've been made acutely aware of earlier today. As I mentioned, we are approaching episode 300, which is a huge milestone for any show, anything. 300 is massive. It is very, very rare, and also in some cases incredibly hard to get that high There's only one other Brony anything I've known of that's actually beaten us to it, and it's because they seem to do an episode a week or twice a week, and they only do 30 minutes, and it's completely audio. You heard me, you jackasses! I'd like to see you do 2 hours with video. Anyway.
Suck it. Remember your blood pressure.
I'm kidding. Actually, in all honesty, I love the NBS show. They're awesome people, and I am proud of them.
Their quality.
Their quality is good, and 30 minutes is actually a really good podcast time. I'm the insane one here, but
2 hours, yeah, let's do this.
Well,
it used to be
you've been
3.
doing
It
2
used to be
hours for
3.
How
So
many years?
anyway, let's roll back onto this. Now, the thing is that for 300, I've been racking my brain with so many ideas on how I can make this as special as possible for all of you, because it's not just me getting up here and doing this every single week, though that's admittedly a massive part of it, but all of you joining me every single week. So for some of you, for the most recent few months, some of you have been with me for years. So others of you, I've been wondering how the hell have you been around for this long, but you're still here. Suki. Nah, just kidding. No, seriously though, Sukiya, it's been awesome having you here so long with me.
Yeah. There's gonna come a day where I'm gonna finally have something else to do on Mondays.
No. Okay, well, hopefully that's a long time coming, and hopefully it'll be the time that the Brony Show does finally end one day. Not today though, and definitely not
Not
next
this
week.
day. For this day, we have school to talk about.
Anyway, getting back on track here. Now, like I said, I want to do something special to make 300 great. The thing is, I have so many ideas, but I don't know what would work. Now, so far, the ideas I've thought about doing a big old drawing stream where I've actually been practicing quite a bit on my little drawing pad here, to just sit down 2 hours, just sketch out any ideas you guys have, and just have at it for 2 hours. That was one thought. Another thought I had, do an Ask Me Anything, literally anything. Just open up the barn doors wide open, and instead of just asking me things about the Brony Show, you could ask me literally anything. And anybody else here could join in on me on an Ask Anything. Another part of me kind of wanted to wax a little nostalgic. Grab episode 1 of the Brony Show, and then we flame ourselves with how bad the first episode of the Brony Show was.
Hey, that was all you, jackass.
I know, and I know how bad I was. I'm surprised too, but I have improved to some extent. I think I've gone from a 4 to a 5, really, and the scale
I'd say
goes
from
to
4
80.
to
But
6.
yeah. But yeah, those are the few of the ideas I've had. Of course, one of them was just go ahead, open up a Gmod theater, and just play up our favorite videos. You know, just do something fun, enjoyable that we can all just remember. But at the same time, I feel like we've done the same stuff before, and I don't know exactly how to approach this. And part of me even a part of me wanted to just stop at 299, just start doing episodes and never stop numbering them again, so we never have an official 300. Of course, that would be hilarious and horrible. But some of you would probably be like, "Dude, 300, we need a completion, damn it!"
Just stop at 190, at 299, never go on.
Yeah, exactly.
Just 299.1, 299.2, 299.
Okay, no, that's just taking.
Circuit. You have 2 options to go with here. One, you can take the valve route and just disavow any knowledge of the number 300.
That's one way.
Or you can tell everybody that they need to pay you $15 for the true ending of the Brony Show in episode 300.
Oh my God! Who do you think I am, Capcom? You think I'm Capcom? Oh God. Well, at least you don't think I'm Konami. At least you gave me a little bit of praise there. I'm not Konami. I'm Diet Konami. Konami Light.
Oh, so it's more like what, $5?
No. That's the joke. Capcom they called Capcom like Konami Light because of some of the bullcrap they've been pulling off here. Keep sending in numbers. Yeah, do it just to hit the massive reset button on the Brony Show. Welcome to the Brony Super Show, episode 1. No, the Uncanny Brony Show, episode 1. Okay. So, in any case, I want to hear from you guys. I threw out a few of the things that I've been thinking of. There's been a few other ideas that I've been mulling in my head, but I didn't want to get them out either because I admit if I really wanted to go with it, I want to be a bit of a surprise. If I could pull it off in any case. But I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think we should do for episode 300? If we should do anything for 300. Some people are saying skip it. Or or maybe make a 1-minute clip of me eating cereal and then the next episode is 301.
There we go.
Actually, I kind of like the whole idea of the Leisure Suit Larry skip. Just a time skip. Yeah, we had a 300. It's gone forever. I didn't record it. I'm not lying, though. I keep looking to make sure I'm recording this this episode even now.
Yeah, it's not as if you record during our D&D moments.
Leave that alone. Okay, how do I say Konami? I say Konami, but I've said it different ways before, like Konami, Konami. I pronounce it so many different damn ways. I've just gone with Konami lately. Or did I just say
That's the
Konami?
normal saying.
I have no idea. Disaster Day of Crisis. Okay, yeah, that's it. All right, but in all honesty, if you guys want to suggest anything, let me know in the Discord. Send me emails. I'll try to keep an eye out on the chat. Admittedly, the chat scrolls like crazy. But yeah, I will listen, and I really am excited to see if you guys have any interesting ideas that you think we should do for 300. Lest we go mad.
And remember, if you can't find it in the IRC chat, we have the Discord up, and you are able to give ideas there.
Discord would probably be better since we have that's permanent. That's basically recorded forever.
Just saying.
I know.
You just kind of reminded me I did hit 100 subscribers on my channel. I need to do something.
Bravo,
Sweet.
man, bravo.
Alright.
I would probably redo the first thing I've ever narrated and just go with that.
Alright, well, in any case, while I rack my brain on that, let's go ahead and rack our brain on other things that will probably depress the hell out of us. Actually, before I do that, I'm actually was requested to talk about this, so I'm gonna do so. Who loves doing Pathfinder campaigns or campaigns with Dungeons and Dragons? The 5th one.
See, why not? I mean, we're doing Roan.
Well, Ponyfinder once again has come from the ashes to bring a new campaign. What the heck happened there? Sorry, chat window here. Apparently, my chat window grabbed the chat window, so it was chat windowing while it's chat windowing.
Chat window.
Chat window because it can.
Just
All right.
chat window.
Only chat window.
Chat window.
All right, now that we got that all fixed up here, so Ponyfinder has actually just this week, in fact today, they did this today. They released their newest Kickstarter for Ponyfinder from the Ashes, and I'm not kidding. This is hilarious. Apparently, it took them 10 minutes to get fully funded for the project, and now everything is just gravy. Literally gravy. And I also backed up this. You can already see I already pledged some money to this to get a hard copy of the book. But yes, for those of you who want to have stories of ponies in mythical lands and be able to use Pathfinder equations, character sheets, fun things like that, Ponyfinder is the way to go. And with this latest campaign, you can do even more insane, silly, fun things. Now, of course, depending on how much you pay, you can get anything from a digital copy to a paper copy, physical print, maps, posters. You can even get your own character's bio in the book, as well as even on the front cover, if you're willing to donate about $2,000.
Sure, why not? I got that money.
Yeah, we all have that nummy. We all have that nummy. Nummy? We all have that nummy.
The muffins.
The muffins. I blame the muffins. Yeah, but little miniature figures, muffins, Griffin plushie. I got a lot of this stuff already, in all honesty. It's kind of fun. But yeah, They are doing a new campaign for Pony Finder. They also have plenty of Pony Finder books that you can buy into for their backer kit once it's released, and you can also see their quote unquote pedigree with everything that they've done in the name of Pony Finder so far. You can see there's quite a lot of stuff here. Really, you could do a whole campaign on this alone. But yeah, it's really awesome. This barely just got started. It's already fully backed. It's got a month and 4 days left to go. So if you pay into this, you pretty much are, and they have done this before, and they've always come out giving everything that they promise. So I am 100% behind this Kickstarter. It's got my seal of approval. It's got a great pedigree. These people have always been on the up and up, have always delivered what they promised, and it has been some good quality stuff. So if you are interested at all in any of this, I highly recommend jumping onto this. It is in our show notes, so be sure to check it out. It's top spot. But Pony Finder from the Ashes. Really exciting. And I'm really excited to talk about it, because the next stuff is going to get depressing. So, who here's the Toys R Us kid?
Boy, Toys R Us kids, boss.
Well, unfortunately,
Yeah,
it looks
I'm
like
not.
we're going to have to grow up now. Toys R Us
I
has
never got
officially,
Toys R Us.
those of you who haven't been paying attention, Toys R Us has officially announced they have begun liquidation of all of their stores. They already announced liquidation of the United Kingdom stores a few weeks back, and now the United States stores, which is pretty much the remainder of them, are now on the chopping block.
Yeah. Well, originally they were going to only close some of them.
Yeah,
They were gonna
originally
go-
they
they
were
were
going to
go-
close some, and they pretty much already did. They were trying to hold on, but things just went belly up, and as of last week, they finally said it's gone. We can't do it anymore. So Toys R Us is officially closing 100%.
We have KB Toys coming back. The hell?
Actually, yeah, there is some talk. KB Toys is talking about coming in to fill the void. There is talk of Amazon looking at the buildings once Toys R Us has vacated them to buy them up. The Toys R Us name in itself does apparently does have some plans to survive to some degree, but not in this way that we have had. So, just the big old toy store with aisles and aisles of overpriced Legos, and probably about 5 different pony toys. Yeah.
But also, just for those of you that were wondering, don't immediately go out to these sales if you really want deals.
Actually, I'm 100% with them, and because I did go out to one of these sales. Now, here's a fresh warning for all of you. Now, right now they are at a 30% off up to. And I put emphasis on that because pretty much everything that I saw there was only 10% off if it was on sale at all. In fact, none of the Switch games were on any kind of a sale. None of the 3DS hardware. It was a very limited bracket here, but yeah.
Pretty much. It's kind of exposing one of the reasons that Toys R Us had its issues. It's because even at like 5 and 10% off, they're still higher than other places.
Oh no, it's still crazy. Though the funny thing is that even the really silly stuff is the stuff that was clearanced. Let's see, there was the amiibos from dang it, Animal Crossing. The Animal Crossing amiibos, the Disney Infinity figures, all of that stuff. It was basically on a ridiculous clearance where at one point, I promise you, I saw one which was buy one, get 4 free. They were trying to give them away at this point. And now, since they are on a clearance block, they're now back up to retail price and 10% off of suggested retail. So yeah, you're basically looking at Animal Crossing amiibos that will never sell, that are now being sold at the original price. Well, 10% off of the original price. So you really want to hold off at least a month or two until the sales are really up there, and then you might be able to get something good for a cheap price. Admittedly, though, clearance buying is a bit of a bone pick, literally.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I will say, like when H.H. Gregg went down, got lucky because we just went by there just to kind of see what was there, and that's actually how we got our current microwave. Because I think they normally sold it for like 130, and we got it for 50.
Ooh, nice.
So
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, if you really, really, really want to check it out, go ahead and do so. In all honesty, the really rare stuff that is Toys R Us exclusive is probably already gone. The rest of the stuff, if it sells, it sells, but you're really not going to get a really good deal until at least a month or two out when they start increasing the percentages in order to try to sell out the rest of the stuff. Though I'm not going to lie, I did go there and I did buy a few things. I bought the last of their Cranky Doodle Donkey set, as well as a Twilight Sparkle plushie that looks like it got utterly destroyed and needed to be saved. I don't care. I saved it. I saved it, damn it!
Boss, we're not judging you. We know you too well.
Fair enough. Ow. But yes, Toys R Us has officially begun liquidation, and it's officially closing its doors. So pour one out for Jeffrey the Giraffe. Remember the times you were a Toys R Us kid, growing up as a bitch. So let's go ahead and talk about random merchandise that you can only buy at Toys R Us. Starting off with the with the pie face. Actually, I'm not entirely kidding. The pie face, which is basically a big plastic can that slaps cream into your face if you press a little tab too much. They got a Pony exclusive one, and apparently, to my knowledge, it's Toys R Us exclusive.
Well, at least it was. It probably won't be soon for a while, not too much longer.
Yeah, hopefully it will be out and about and able to be purchased.
And it's funny. I actually did see that the last time I was at Toys R Us.
Actually, so did I. I was tempted to get it, but I didn't. I was tempted, but not quite enough. Now, speaking of fun little things here's some knockoff pony plushies from Dollar Tree, no less. In which case, I might actually have to bug somebody about this. Seriously, these things are hideous.
He's gonna bug you.
Now, those of you who love the My Little Pony comics, it looks like they got some awesome fabric at Joann's with comic panels. That's actually pretty cool to me. And those of you who don't like fabrics, you can also get a pyramid throw.
Instead of summoning Blank, I summoned Cole. Weird.
Yeah, it does that once in a while. You try to summon the demons of Brony Show Past, and you kind of get the demons of Brony Show Present and extracurricular.
And then there's just people that just sit in.
Yeah, cool. Alright, and they also have hair bows. Really, there's not much in the way of random merchandise at the moment. Gotta love the random merch, though. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to go through the notes I have here. Now, those of you who wanted to read a My Little Pony book but have been too bored to actually sit down and read through the horrible, horrible text that plagues you and requires you to use vocabulary inside of your brain to translate, there's a solution for you now.
It's called narrators.
Actually, it is. 2 new My Little Pony audiobooks have been listed on Amazon. Pinkie Pie Steps Up and Rainbow Dash Rights the Ship. Both on Audible and Amazon. So if you've ever wanted to actually listen to the My Little Pony books being read to you, among apparently several others that are also down here. Actually, there are several others. I didn't even notice that. Go figure. You can listen to the books being read to you.
You know what? I'm sorry. I just had this moment where I was just thinking of like an embarrassing thing where like maybe you're the one that decides that gets elected to like drive everybody to go to lunch one day at work, and you get in, you turn on your audio, and that's the first thing that pops up.
I would do that just to mess with them. I honestly would do that just to mess.
I would not have any issue because the radio don't work in my car, so I removed it.
All right. Well, guess what? We got some interesting news when it comes to pony toys. Some of the latest pony toys have been starting to show up in what was it? Big Bad Toys?
Store?
Oh, Big Bad Toy Store. Yeah, cool. That's awesome. But yeah, here's a surprising thing. First off, Applejack. Applejack has a Stetson. She has the hat. Of course, she
What
also.
blasphemy is this?
Well, if it makes you feel better, she also has a really pink bridle.
Balances out. Although I think there's someone in your basement that would enjoy this immensely.
I'm not sure if he would or not, but I'd be half tempted to buy it just to torture him a little bit. No, you know what? If the audiobooks were narrated by Morgan Freeman, I would buy it. I wouldn't even blink. I would just buy it.
How about Alien Alienov?
Applejack.
Basically the same type for the. He's basically the same. For
Applejack and Rainbow Dash went down to the gala. They were both very excited. This is Morgan Freeman. I am God.
You got a lot of Shawshank Redemption.
I have seen the Shawshank Redemption. It was good stuff. Yes. Okay, moving on. So, yeah, Applejack has a Stetson, and unfortunately, in order to balance out the universe because of this, they also have a pink frilly bridal dress on. And Starlight Glimmer is probably about to become the most popular character because she stole Trixie's hat and cape. And apparently the hat also has Angel Bunny in it.
But of course.
Yeah. Well, that and the simple fact that Twilight ship more than Trixie and Twilight nowadays.
But it looks like Trixie decided to. The reason that Trixie gave her the cape was she apparently went into a glitter tattoo parlor. She's got glitter marks all over her body. My God! Actually, apparently the entirety, 3 of the main 6 and Trixie have them. Why is Trixie involved in this?
Gotta remember.
We got Applejack. No, hold on. I got actually a bit nice little group shot right here of this. Basically, you got Trixie, Applejack, Twilight Sparkle, and Pinkie Pie. This is like the craziest crew to suddenly get glitter tattoos.
And 3 of them already had them.
But you know they weren't shiny.
Yeah, they weren't shiny. I want to know if this right. Main timeline is either. Wait, what?
He's talking about the Stetson and the dress at the same time.
Okay, yeah, it's a wild ride. All right, so My Little Pony magazine over in Europe has another figure this time. This time it's Applejack, and she has a Stetson as well. Oh my God. They're actually getting it right for once. It took them 8 seasons.
It took them 8 years.
It took them 8 seasons. Not even 8 years, 8 seasons. And we're actually seeing Applejack with the Stetson hat on normal figures, not the expensive Funko ones or other things like that.
Or they're glued to her head.
Yep. And of course, the comic also has an 8-page comic story, which, you know what, I've decided we're going to go ahead and read this next week. So we're not going to read it this week. So prepare for that.
Well, we're already behind because of our tangents.
Of course, that's why I'm going on. Interplay has added the Starlight and Trixie 3D poster and also some awesome buttons. And when I say awesome buttons, I mean they're really cool little metallic buttons that you can get. Well, pins, really, but still. But yeah, I actually have the poster on my wall back here. In fact, some of you may have seen it while I'm doing my Let's Plays. It's an awesome little poster. And we also have the pins, which I have one of them. I believe I have the Pinkie Pie pin.
The Ghost of Christmas Presents.
The Ghost of Christmas Pinkie Pie.
Just Pinkie Pie.
But yeah, you can
Just
buy...
Pinkie Pie.
Just Pinkie.
Only Pinkie Pie.
But yeah, apparently it's a pin bundle that includes 3 packs of cards and a discard foil. Discord foil.
Just discarded foil.
A discard foil. But yeah. Still looks pretty awesome. Yeah, it's $10 over at the Interplay store. Of course, while you're there, you should buy everything else that's in the Interplay store because it's awesome.
See, I just had this thought in my mind where I realized we really do live in a society where you can probably just sell straight up just used tinfoil, and if you just market it right, some people will buy it.
Oh, easily.
I'd actually I'm tempted to do that. Just put on eBay just a piece of crinkled tinfoil and just see how far I can take it.
Actually, here's something.
It's your food accessorizer.
No. It's the all-in-one cooking accessory made for everything from covering your food to cooking it unto a nice crisp brown. It will last for years and years, and it makes a delightful crinkly sound. Put it in your microwave, watch it spark. Put it on your dog. He won't like it, but he'll bark. Okay, moving on. I'm actually getting into it. I'm getting into a weird
Honestly,
zone
boss,
here.
I would just find a cardboard, wrap the tip in tinfoil, paint it up nice, and sell it as a real functioning sword.
Well, here's a dumb question for all of you. What do you guys think is the most unlikely product to have ponies put onto it at this point?
Tampons.
I gotta give it to him. I did not expect that answer, and he's probably right. he's probably absolutely right. So I just.
I was about to say official adult toys, but then I realized Hasbro would not do that, and we have a site that does that for us.
Tampons. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. Okay. In this case, though, mud masks. Glittery mud masks.
Clean out your pores.
Starring Pinkie Pie and Princess Luna. And also apparently Twilight Sparkle. I only saw the fact that they were mud masks before I immediately threw in the notes here. But yes, they are genuine bona fide mud masks with glitter. They're mud masks with glitter. I cannot make this stuff up. Honestly, I wish I had this kind of skill to make this kind of stuff up. This is hilarious.
And the fact that it's called Glam Glow. I don't know. There's just for some reason that name.
Yeah, the Glam Glow. Just Glam Glow face masks with ponies on it.
So it kind of sounds like an idea WB would have had for a wrestler back in the early 90s.
Actually, it sounds like Glam Glam being shipped with somebody. But yeah, I'd believe the wrestler too. But yeah, there's face masks apparently coming out now. As to when they're going to be coming out and how much they're going to cost, nobody knows. These are just this is just a line of products that were being revealed by Pop Sugar. And apparently their non-pony stuff goes for $60.
I'm saying 80. Who's with 80?
Let's see. Chat room. The Brony Show does not endorse tinfoil-based animal cruelty. No, we do not. Though, apparently tinfoil on the ground is a great way to get your cats to stop walking on something you don't want it to. Kids can exfoliate their pores and look glamorous. That's exactly what we need for our kids. That's exactly right, yes.
May I remind you that they still have child beauty pageants going around.
Touche, honey boo-boo. Alright, look at the crappy color splotch. Yeah.
Is Toddlers and Tiaras still in the air?
I have no idea. That's just the first thing I had in my head. I have no idea, and I'd be glad if it wasn't. So, for those of you who were wondering, well, Pony Finder is still Pathfinder-ish. I want something that's completely D&D, and homebrewed, and free. Well, that's just too bad, isn't it? Besides, we can actually help you there a little bit. The home-brewed, Ponified D&D 5th edition Plane Shift Equestria has been created. This is completely 100% homebrewed. So it is completely and utterly free. It also means that it may have mistakes, typos, and also miscontinuities. Yeah, we'll go with that
Yeah.
word. But it's
Hey,
free.
I think I remember. Oh.
It's free. So yeah,
Oh.
if you want D&D and ponies in your life, you check your show notes. It's there. Now, those of you who love the comics and also love the 80s, it looks like My Little Pony is going into 80s fashion for the next comic line. Again. But yeah, it's kind of hilarious though. The two of the three comic covers actually kind of mess with this. One of them obviously is a very stylized one, for lack of a better word. Though granted, I really like this cover here, which it screams 80s. You have apologies. You have Spike in the Michael Jackson suit. You have Rarity in Prince suit. I'm trying to identify some of these. I swear Twilight Sparkle is probably wearing something out of Revenge of the Nerds, but I'm not positive.
Okay, well, it's still not up for me. It's Eastern's running way behind for me today.
Let's see. AJ's
no.
definitely rock cowboy look.
Rockin' what?
That
Okay.
was in the 80s, like slick and that type of genre.
Dude, you're breaking up really badly. I can't hear a word you said.
All right. I may have
Okay.
to load Discord.
Tina's your big wallpaper.
Let's see here. Okay. Okay, I think I'm looking at the right one. It's the one where Rarity's holding the fashion book.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Spike. Yeah, Spike's got the Thriller Michael Jackson thing. Yeah, that's definitely Prince for Rarity. Oh, Olivia Newton-John for Rainbow Dash.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have guessed that
Yeah.
one.
Something like City Slickers or something of that genre.
That is not City Slickers. No.
I think Pinky is supposed to, I think Pinky.
Sorry.
I was gonna say, I think Pinky is Madonna, like 80s Madonna.
Oh God, that's actually terrifying.
It's hard to believe that she's that old already. It's like, oh man.
I don't know. I can kind of believe it, but then again, I can't. Yeah. I think Fluttershy might be one of the characters off of the Breakfast Club.
Maybe.
Well,
Potentially, and of course, Angel's just doing the
80s punk rock.
Yeah, it was a punk rock look. It wasn't so much the metal look, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just big old hair flip for the punk rock.
Let me see, and oh god, AJ's is definitely bothering me along with Twilight because I feel like I should know it and it's just not like clicking.
as I said, and I'm looking this up, I think it's City Slickers. It's a 1991 movie.
There's no way in God's green earth that is City Slickers.
Hang on a second. First of all, just to confirm this,
If AJ was wearing all black, I could tell you
the first
exactly who it was.
the first City Slickers movie was 91 anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, too new.
Yeah, we're talking like overblown 80s here. We're talking like something that reeks of 80s. She's probably mimicking some sort of country singer at the time. I just don't know who in the world that would be.
I'm not sure either. And you know what? I just realized that Rainbow Dash's clue into being Olivia Newton-John is actually way more obvious when you zoom in. Her freaking unitard says physical.
Yeah, I know, right?
Uh,
Like, first off, she's got the whole entire jump.
Actually, I think we might be poking in the wrong direction here. All of these are obviously musical references now that I think about it.
Yep, they are.
Yeah. Which would put Fluttershy. Would that? No, that's not Cyndi Lauper look, is it?
Well, as I said,
Maybe.
it could be Springsteen or it could be.
I was talking Fluttershy, not Applejack.
No.
Well, maybe.
Well, Bruce Springsteen, I guess, is an option.
Huh.
I'm kind of thinking of Twilight now because I'm trying to think what were the geeky 80s bands. Men Without Hats.
Dio?
Nah, it's not Devo.
No.
It would be very obvious if that was a Devo reference.
And a Devo reference.
Are you kidding? Dash is exactly why I miss the 80s sometimes. And yes, I'm a horrible person for it.
You know what? I'm gonna hit back here. Let's see. Any? I'm looking through the. Oh.
Ow! And somehow Mike and I just hit me right in the cockles. Ow.
All right.
It's not my era. For crying out loud, I was barely a kid in the 80s, and I barely paid attention.
Sorry. Sorry. I just went
I
to
would next guess for AJ.
No, seriously, I'm more of a 90s kid in all honesty.
Yeah, but
She might be going after like Kathy Montana for AJ because I'm like looking at some of her pictures and yeah, she wore a lot of red front button ups with the blue jeans. So
let's see here. I'm going through the comments on the comic thing real quick to see if anybody said anything.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and
Which I
move
like-
on. Yeah, go ahead and move on to the next one then while you're doing that, because I was actually starting to do the same, but.
But yeah, by the way, real quick, just because I'm sorry, like, wow, because like third comment down. This is going to be fun to read. I love the '90s.
Oh my God. Oh. Okay. Compilation album for charity, Horse Music Central Volume 5 has been released over at Bandcamp. So you can pay whatever price you want and you can get a nice little compilation of music. And all of it is for charity. And while you're there, you can also pick up the other 4 albums. So do it. It's charity. It's music. It's pony music. It's pony music for pony charity. It's all good. Who doesn't love horse music? Okay, and that is going to be it for the news. We do got a few other articles, but if you want to check it out, be sure to go into the show notes and take a look. There is quite a bit in there. Of course, now we're going to go ahead and move on to the challenge of the week from 2 weeks ago. Of course, the challenge was cleaning up after a brawl.
Yeah, because the week before that we had them's fighting club.
Yep. Of course, we did also have the Protest Initiative Challenge, which did consist of decaf coffee. Something that is both a horrible thing to man and also pretty nice when you just need a nice little taste of coffee.
Up after having to deal with idiots.
No, that's like hard liquor.
yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and start off, and of course we're going to start off with our master of pasty, Dr. Bristle. And also starting off with Dr. Bristle and decaf coffee. So we see here that we got a nice little combination of everything that makes Bristle bristle. We have the ponification of True Capitalist Radio. We also have Spike, which is a vectored Spike, drinking a cup of decaf, which is clearly labeled decaf.
In case you're wondering.
Though I find it more hilarious. Yeah. Though it also looks like he has a random, I think it's like Coffee Talk. Yeah. King Sombra and Coffee Talk in the background there. For our purposes.
Hey, you remember the decaf?
Indeed he did. Hi, Cole. Are you here to talk about the art challenges of the week?
Yes.
Well, don't let me stop you. Let's go ahead and continue on.
Okay.
So yes, this is the first one from Dr. Bristle. Of course, Dr. Bristle does not do things by ones. Does them by twos.
Nope.
So, second Dr. Bristle, cleaning up after a brawl. We have Fluttershy and Dr. Bristle dressed up as Deadpool.
Okay.
So it looks like Fluttershy is cleaning up the mess of it looks like a nightclub actually. It looks like, and
It
of
also-
course,
That
already-
bar scene from Deadpool.
Oh, it is a bar from Deadpool? Oh, nightclub
It
test
could
scene.
be.
Actually, it's called the nightclub test scene. I will give Dr. Bristle credit. At least he's awesome enough to actually credit where he's getting his sources from. And that right there gives me is a major thumbs up to me. There's so many that do not do that.
And make it stuff only once and have a lot of it.
Yep. But yeah, so it's him and Fluttershy cleaning up after the brawl. Of course, it's Fluttershy just holding a sponge and him in what looks like a Deadpool outfit. It is a Deadpool outfit. Not much, but still fun. Now let's go on to Deathlight Productions, who only did the decaf.
Yeah.
I was so busy. I was working Chrome of the Dome. Give me a break.
I know, but I'm
It's
still
okay.
gonna
Hey,
be snarky about it for a little
You
bit.
made the right choice. You
Yes.
did it.
But we
I
have.
did at 2 in the freaking morning. So it's not even much.
Oh, it's something. We have a Bucktooth Pony with Is that Mrs. Pushers?
Is that buck teeth? I thought it was a tongue.
It's a tongue.
I
It's
stand
at 2 in
correct.
the morning. Can't.
Wait.
Okay, I see the tongue now. Sorry, I've been watching some really old cartoons, so
Have you been watching the Fairly Odd Parents?
no, I've been watching the really messy 1930s ultra
Ooh, those are
racist
fun.
stuff.
Did you watch any like Fleischer stuff?
No, it was old Looney Tunes.
Oh, okay, that works too.
Yeah.
I remember those on Cartoon Network before they got censored.
Are you
Yes, it
kidding?
was.
These wouldn't have even made it to Cartoon Network. They were like,
Oh yeah. No,
You
he's
freaking-
talking like the black and white stuff.
well, some of the black
There
and white
were
and
black
the
and white
cartoon
stuff.
and the cartoon propaganda ones, like the one with Bugs Bunny dressed up like Hitler.
Oh dear.
It existed.
Mhm. I
Anyway,
can believe it.
moving
Hey,
on.
This was wartime. Everyone did their thing.
I know. It was a different time, but it's still funny to see it nowadays. So, yep. But does that say Mrs. Pushers? I can't read the thing on the coffee cup.
Yeah, Miss Pusher. My pencil pusher, my character.
Oh,
I
okay.
was so tired, I forgot to even give her the stupid highlight in her hair, so.
No worries. I just thought there was a
Yeah.
coffee place called the Mrs. Pushers. Could you imagine a coffee place like that? They're just pushing it onto you. Drink.
I can see that too. That's a horrible thing.
I know, so could I. That's why it's
I'm just
more.
imagining like a coffee shop that just serves you up coffee the same way that like milk is like displayed in a grocery store. You know how they have those racks that just kind of push it towards you?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Mhm.
man.
I think they actually have come close to that at some points. Now we got Toakoi, who did the cleanup after a brawl.
And there's a decaf in the corner.
Is that what that is? So he's just standing there staring at a broom that apparently is on a blood spot while there's a cup of decaf sitting on a table.
It looks like
Actually, that's a mop
ramen.
if you can't tell by the
That's-
bucket.
Actually, it pretty much
Ramen.
sums up exactly how Toa cleans up the place. He just sits there and stares at a mop.
Like clean.
Just
If I
like,
stare,
leans
this
the-
place will get cleaned.
He just leans the mop against his chest. And
Oh.
Yeah.
then stands there.
Okay. By the way, no, they're not all music references.
Oh.
Twilight is the character Barbara Holland from Stranger Things.
Oh my god. Oh, no, never mind. Wait, Stranger Things, really?
Yeah, remember Stranger Things is set in the 80s.
Touche.
Yep.
Touche. I'll give you that. Okay.
But yeah,
And
that's
they
I
did.
just yeah, because here's the thing. I went to Derpy Brew and one of the tags was Barbara Holland. I was like, who the hell is Barbara Holland?
Oh, well.
And yeah, when I found that character, when I found the picture of the character from the show, it's pretty much exactly Twilight, down to the Trapper Keeper.
Nice. Too bad Trapper
Let's
Keepers no
see.
longer exist.
No, they still
Okay, too bad they're no longer used.
use them.
Okay, so let's see. So your Pierce.
Yeah, I think AJ is actually John Travolta in Urban Cowboy.
And the funny thing is that there's not a tag for that.
By the way, samurai pizza pie.
Yep, this is actually from 2 weeks prior. Well, 3 weeks really. The Pizza Party Panic, or yeah, that was it, right?
The Pizza Pony Panic. I
Pizza
think.
Pony Panic. But yeah, it's
Pony
Pinkie
Pizza
Pie.
Panic. That's what it was.
Pony Pizza
Panic.
Panic. But yeah, Pinkie
And
Pie
that
dressed up
was-
as the Samurai Pizza Cat.
It's adorable.
I love it.
Okay, and Toko, yeah, you're spot on.
With who?
Yeah, AJ is definitely doing a John Travolta from Urban Cowboy.
Oh wow.
A countryman when he has to go all over the list of cowboy movies. John Wayne.
All right, so that was our submissions for the for the fan submissions of the week. Next
think
week's
there's more
challenge.
Mike stuff. I think Mike did a few more things for
I didn't get anything else.
because he did a virtual. He did the game that you played during Christmas.
Well, yeah, but I double checked content creation and my personal chats, and I didn't get anything else after the unless he put them on his Tumblr, and I just didn't see it on the Tumblr.
Okay, and alright, and okay, I was off on Pinkie Pie. Pinkie Pie is Cyndi Lauper, which definitely makes sense.
I'm not seeing anything for Mike Knives, man. At least not for the challenge of the cleaning up after a brawl.
Okay.
Oh no, wait, no, I did see that. Oh god, I'm an idiot.
Idiot, you're just in a rush.
Well, not in a rush. For some reason, I don't know why it wasn't in any of my notes or locations here. So, Mike and I also submitted this. A pony character with the cleanup, with the Visera cleanup crew equipment on. Pretty awesome. And thank you for correcting me on that. I would have felt horrible if I missed that from Mike Knives. And he just sent it to me too. He's like, by the way, I got this. I'm so sorry, Mike Knives. Thank you so much, both Toa and Mike Knives, for showing me that I was completely wrong. But while we leave that up there for everybody to gander at the awesomeness of Mike Knives' starts, next week's challenge. I know that this is a redo of ones that we've done before, but considering that's what I'm going to be doing at the end of the week, ponies going to the con. Why are they there? Are they merchandise hunting? Are they going after panels? Are they trying to get signatures? Are they chasing and stalking that person that they know is going to be there and wanting to be their pony waifu? What are they doing at the con? But whatever they're doing, they're going to the con. And that is the art, right? The art, the writing, music, arithmetic, social studies, geometry, geography, whatever you want. The fan submission off the theme going to the con.
And now, it is time for the challenge. Not the challenge. No. I mean the challenge. I am, of course, referring to the Protest Initiative Challenge. For you this week, I challenge you because it is the middle of sugaring season in the Maple Belt. I give you a challenge that actually relates to it. Why? Because I love maple syrup. Therefore, maple syrup and Pinkie Pie give me something. Or just maple something. Maple candies, maple sugar, something. I don't know. Maple cashews. Maple and Pinkie Pie. Pinkie Pie maple. Pinkie Pie maple leaf. Give it to me.
Basically, Cole goes this way every year.
Actually,
around
I'm
this
pretty
time
sure
because
Cole.
of making-
I'm pretty sure Cole is probably going to meet me at the BronyCon airport with maple donuts and force feeding them down to me. Eat!
Oh, I am going to be
Again?
bringing maple goods.
I do not doubt that at the least.
Yes.
And nobody bothers to give me free food.
You can come with us if you're at
I don't
BronyCon.
got no money to go to BronyCon.
Well, where are you at? Are you in, like, Northeast? Are you in, like, the
He's in Utah.
Knox? Oh, yeah,
I
that's
don't
pretty
know.
far away. Sorry, yo.
He's close enough to me that he pretty much goes to the same local cons and nearby cons I do.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So yeah, BronyCon is unfortunately my big ticket con, so that does you gotta it's expensive. I'm not gonna lie, it's expensive. All right.
Yeah, I just can't drop like what, almost $1,000. I can't do that.
In my defense, though, I'm kind of crazy, but I do share things like room stuff like that in order to try to minimize costs. But yeah, it can get expensive.